Hello again, Struck Quap. Today we are starting day 3 of playing the closed beta of Torchlight Infinite early. I have woken up, had my breakfast, and I am ready to continue leveling the Berserker, and then after that to go on the Frostfire. The Berserker, as you can see, is level 20, my Frostfire is level 17. We'll try to get them as far as possible in terms of leveling. To the end game. I want to get them to the end game, to level 50 plus, and after that I will start messing around with end game, with testing builds, respecking before level 70 on all 4 heroes, as I normally like doing in those games. So without further ado, let's start where I left off. So it remembers where I was with my Zerker. It remembers that. It remembers that I was squishy. This one, I need to start investing into defenses for this guy. Right now we've got the damage somewhat covered. I need to start using rage more often. I'm not used to using rage as often as it needs to be used. Okay. Shohei is back. Welcome back, Shohei. Ohio to you. Chakra says, where do you get this game from now? Well, right now you can only get it on iOS and Android from the Tap app on Android, and I think if you start playing on iOS, it will take you to something white. I forgot the name of the iOS stuff. It will come for PC, but not yet. Probably in 3 or 4 months from now, when the open beta starts. This one will last for 6 weeks. After 6 weeks, most likely they will take a short break in between the betas. And this one right now is walked to certain regions. It's walked to... you don't really need a key, but you do need to be either from the USA, Canada, Australia or New Zealand, or using a VPN from those countries when you register your account. Set the country of the account to that country, and then when you play the game as well. If you're in Canada, then you're set. You don't need to worry about it. Just download tap. Let me check if I've got the link copy pasted. Just a moment. I'm gonna bring you to the link. Just a moment. You can play it on phone, tablet, any Android or iOS device. This is the link that I'm going to give you is the link to the closed beta page, because there are 2 versions of Torchlight Infinite. I'm posting it on both Twitch and YouTube, and Throw actually. It doesn't work with BlueStacks. I tried it, it doesn't work on BlueStacks. Maybe there might be some emulators, but I think they have some sort of emulator protection, if that even is possible. But yeah, whatever they did, they must have some sort of protection maybe for emulators. I need to upgrade some skills. Skills what vacant. I mean, Which skill slot? Oh, it's an hour skill slot vacant. How big is the game? Around 2 gigabytes total. 2 something gigabytes total. You need to make at least that space. I think if you free up 2.5 gigabytes, it might be okay. But just in case, I'd say go for 3. Because you don't want to fill up absolutely everything. So what do I put here? As an aura fearless maybe? That leaves me with no mana. Shit, I'm gonna have to deactivate this. That seals 50% of my mana, and this one is already sealing 25% of my mana. I could probably change it for something else, like this one is 25% mana seal. Yeah, I guess that's not bad. What about charged flames? Yeah, attack, fire, damage. What about flame imbue? Is that thing I've got here flame imbue? Wait, it's flame imbue, so we can get another one of those. Maybe steadfast for armor, or that's 50%. That's 30 sealed mana. What? This one is 25%. I'm thinking of maybe buying steadfast and equipping steadfast for armor and activating steadfast. Okay, now I'm fine. I've got 53% of my mana sealed. We can handle this much. My mobility skill could use an upgrade. For nimbleness or whatever it was called. Quick mobility, this one, that's what we want. Swift dodge. Install. Let's go. Keep in mind the game is in beta. Act 3 is not finished. You can still do the quests, but they'll take you to some placeholder zones. Act 3 will basically make you run into some of the zones from Act 1 on repeat for all the quests, which is again placeholder and subject to change. Cool, next zone. When you finish the story, you should expect to be level 50. The limit right now is level 99, but I think in the end, when the game releases, there might be level 100. I'm not sure. But there's a ton of wood in the game to look forward to. Shit. Those traps. I can't kill them from there. This guy I'm gonna make a spin to win build, and the good thing about spin to win builds is you can combine them with cast on channel, and since the spin to win is considered a channeled skill, while you're channeling the spin to win, it can trigger another skill chain. I'm planning on making it trigger things like this. This can be automatically casted while I'm spinning, or this. This can also be automatically casted as I'm spinning. That's gonna be super fun to experiment with something like that. Hold that one button, let it do its job. Of course it will require some tweaking. Right now I'm just leveling up with whatever I have access to. I'm gonna try to make level 50 builds for people who have just freshly arrived at the end game. 50-50 something, where you don't have that much energy and you just want some sort of a starter setup for, like, let's say no more than 100 energy, that type of setup, which again 100 is probably only 1/5 of the total energy you can get. I think people when fully min-maxed can get over 500 energy most likely. One thing I'm really loving in this game is the drop rates. They are very reasonable drop rates, considering how many legendaries there are, and considering how much you will need to do to min-max stuff. The drop rates seem to be pretty good. Because legendaries, to be honest, legendaries are not the best items in the game. The best rarity, but not the best items. A well-made pink or purple, which is a rare or super rare item, will be what you want for min-maxing. But some legendaries you would still need in the build because they have special affixes that you cannot find on purple gear. But there will also be legendary crafting materials that add special affixes that you cannot normally get as a drop on the item from the built-in affixes. Okay. His great sword or my or my hammer and am I doing hammer and tax? Yeah, hammer and tax. Okay, let's see. I'm thinking of getting some HP. happy with the DPS for the time being. Some HP would be nice, because I'm up there where the action is close and personal. I like how they fall like twice sometimes. Okay, let's see. I have to maybe increase my mana eventually, or reduce the shield value. We'll see. I think what they need to add in this game is loadouts, so you can quickly switch between one build and another. But the problem with this is after level 70, respecking is not free. And that would mean you would need a ton of currency to respec loadouts. But if they reconsider this thing and make respecking free all the time, which I think it should be, they can implement a loadouts feature and let you save loadouts. And that would be just perfect. That way you wouldn't have to level up a new berserker if you want to have a new setup without grinding for weeks. Because I think it's gonna be super grindy when it comes to respecking. I think that's one of the things they really need to reevaluate their views on respecking. Not sure which one would be better for me right now. I can always buy the others. It doesn't matter which one I choose, I can always buy the other one. So, packed point. Wow, 3.5 gigabytes in total, that's a lot. I'll investigate into this. I'll invest into this one, because I'd rather have this. The damage reduction on a berserker feels nice. Let's move. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, today the goal is to get Rehan and Gemma past the story and to then start farming for basic builds, some equipment. New skill slot can be unlocked. Well, I don't know if I want to put more stuff in some of the skills. I'll save my energy for later. And new talent note, another one, okay, here. Next we'll probably get the fire damage next. Because physical damage added to fire means it's not converted, it's extra physical damage. On extra part of your physical damage is fire damage. See now, this one does some damage. If you're not careful, you can get one shot with squishy builds from those cannons. If you don't move away right away, I mean. And another thing I would probably try sometime would be a minion build. I just need to know if the illusion on yoga counts as a minion, because if it does, then yoga might be the best choice. If it doesn't, then I might pick something else. Because I think Carino has good synergies in the ranged department when it comes to minion skill trees. I think the minion skill trees also come with crossbow. One of them at least I think comes with crossbow bonuses. Okay. Just give me a moment to switch off my heater. It's getting warm here. There we go. There are items to check. I'll check them later. We'll fill up the bag first, then go to the town, which should be very shortly. Nice. Oh wow. Ah, I'll die. Fuck, bail out. I'm squishy. There's too much burst. Okay, cool. Okay, fuck, Sky, no, He was stretching his arm and accidentally with his nails touched my leg. Okay, let's see. I'm full, so I have to go to town. I'm gonna have to invest a point here to unlock the other stuff. This one's movement speed, attack speed. Cool stuff. Okay, back to the town. I've got a ton of gear picked up. First I need to sell before I can pick up quest rewards. So let's go through my inventory. This one actually could be nice. I'll check it. I'll just walk things that we want to check later. Although this one I might as well just equip straight away. Trying to go for armor stacking when it comes to my survivability. What's this one? Two-hander. Maybe. I mean, it's three times flat. That probably will be better than what I'm wearing with 3 times flat. And quos will be amazing for some builds. With quos you can wipe steal and you can heal on Q as well. Some of them even come with mana stealing. Okay. Now that we've done this, trade, sell. Now what I wanna try is to see if the two-hander will give me better damage. 1190 and with not this one. One, two, three, one. Okay, this gives me better damage, but what if I were to do this and then this? 1295, 1295 or 1231. Okay, this one seems like the better choice. But I think it's better to put this there. Actually, no. And did I level up enough to equip new stuff that I was saving? Maybe this one. So soon, 32, 33, we'll get some good stuff. With this quo, I hope I can still use my skills. No, I can't. Damn it. I guess quos are not meant for berserkers, they're meant for other characters. I wonder what skills I can use with quos. Are there any attack skills I can even use with quos? There doesn't seem to be any. Let's check Whirlwind. Yep, swords, axes, hammers, staffs. Unfortunate. We'll have to go that way. So quos are probably for Karinu. Most likely for some sort of wife stealer assassin Karinu build. Okay. But now with this great sword I cannot use this and I have to change it. this NPC is gonna teach me about something. I think it's not better than mine. Let's go back. Finally ready to go back to the grind. I like to do this only when my bag is full, the gear selling and stuff, so I can focus on questing for as long as I can without worrying about wood. In fact, I should probably stop picking up stuff that's not for me. I already have plenty of leveling gear for the other heroes, but weapons are always a good thing to pick up, I guess. Because even though I've prepared some higher level weapons, while leveling up I might find something better for the leveling up experience. Not sure why it does this, but sometimes if you take too long in the town, it has to fully generate the map and it takes a while to reach the first 50%. Then the next 50% is immediate. And you see now it doesn't realize that I have the map discovered fully. Who wants to see Usagi-chan? Usagi-chan, the angry rabbit build. I can try and make the angry rabbit build. Build centered around this. This is all you'll be doing. And you'll be casting a bunch of other stuff. On crit, on hit. But yeah, I'm not gonna do that build right away. First I'm doing spin to win, and then maybe I can do the Usagi-chan. Let's go this way, this way. Okay. Some walls I can jump over while others let me. I guess it's a matter of elevation maybe. Packed point, nice. Skill mentor, nice. Mental fusion, wind. Precision strike. Minus area, but more area damage. Extra attack speed, extra accuracy, and this one was attack focus. I'm not sure if focus worked. Focused shot didn't seem to give me focus, at least not that I can see on my buff bar. I'll see if the support focus actually works. If it does work, then it's invisible. Okay, here. This guy. Enchant gear 2 times. Okay, let's enchant something else. What could I... Let's put reduced Q cost. I think reduced Q cost is good. Let's see. Okay, another quest. No more more dust. Now enchant 5 times. Ah, I'll do that quest later. The enchant 5 times. Oh, mail. The daily. Oh, 1,000. 1,000? You know what we'll do with those? Let's go. Let's go draw some gacha. Let's go to the gacha. 10 poos. Immediately. They know what to give us. Let's pull. Okay, there's 1 purple. 2 purple. And legendary upgrade materials is that, I think. Now let's see the ones we've got, what they are. So this is new. Energy shield, XP earned. I'll grab that fellow with the XP earned. For sure. Attack and crits, perfect. So this is like the stronger version of I guess I had it somewhere before, but anyways, it's good. This one, another one with XP earned. What is the other new one? This one. Mana again, spell damage, crit strike. Okay, and okay, I wish I could preview the other ones that I don't have, so I know what I'm missing out on. I really hope they remove the pay to win and make it so that you can't donate for those. And just increase the drop rates of the things you need for them. Okay, I'll probably equip this instead of that. So instead of multi-strike chance, we'll get XP earned. For now, it seems like a good thing to have. Oh, XP earned is exactly in the places where I wanted it to be. This is such a fun system, this specific one. And I can get more XP earned if I remove some of the investments from here. If I remove those two investments, and put them over here and here, then I can get some, where is it, that XP earned. And this 13 extra damage, I'm not sure why it's 13. And why, what's the difference between damage and extra damage? Damage percent and extra damage percent, and why is this 13 when over here I get 10, over here I get 20, so it makes sense for this one to be 3-0 instead of 1-3. Maybe there's something I don't know about extra damage. Maybe extra damage increases the base, but doesn't everything scale off of the base? I don't know. I don't know what exactly that is. They need to explain some of the things better. I need to make a list of things that I wish were explained better. So this thing you saw is the only pay to win in the game. The only place in the game where you can get power with real money by paying for this in-game gems, crystals, whatever, which you can earn by doing achievements and quests and stuff. But you can pay if you don't feel like it, and you can just play the gacha. But it's shitty because it's wood boxes. First of all, they don't let people buy what they want. They let them gamble. And I just don't like the idea of that. Sure, if I'm gonna be gambling for wood boxes, I shouldn't be using real money. I should be using materials I farm only from drops, not from cash shop. I hope they change this. If they change this, I will be supporting them every month. If they leave it to just cosmetics and remove the pay to win, I will make sure every month to buy costumes just so I can support them. But again, I'll try to write a big email soon or a big piece of feedback regarding all those things. The sad thing is, right now there's probably people in there looking at data, looking at what people are buying, so they can figure out whether they need to do some changes to the cash shop. And they would see, okay, people are buying the gacha thingies. They like them. But that's because right now they're not paying real money. Right now you're giving those things for free. When the real game comes out, it's probably gonna be different. And if everyone is putting all of their crystals into one thing, that should tell you something about that one thing. That should tell you that that one thing is probably overpowered or pay to win if it provides stats. That means there's something wrong if everyone is spending the earnings on only one thing. And I'm pretty sure they know this. I'm pretty sure they knew that that could happen. If they include something that provides you stats, that people will put all their earnings there. Cool. Mm. I'll probably go for heavy lifter here. And also for hardened, I'll go for hardened for survivability. Fearless. And the Dark Knight says, hey man, can you kind of go through the end game a bit? I'm new and at like level 55 and I'm confused on how to get stronger and keep going. First of all, tell me your hero. Tell me your class and what you're building and how much HP you have and how much of the other defensive stats you've got. You're a glass cannon right now and just got... Yes, I had the same problem. I had the same problem on my mage and I just reworked my skills. And then I had 3000 energy shield and I had 1000 and something HP at level 50 something, and that worked well. I think if you want for Berserker to survive, you have to forget about being a glass cannon for now. If you're not good at dodging hits, you have to get some survivability. I'm not sure how it will be with Berserker, but most likely you would want hardened. Most likely you would want to reduce damage that you get. Probably you would want to stack armor. You would probably want to stack reduce damage taken. And just a moment to see what I can put here. Maybe I can just put here for now. I'll look into that later. For now, let's just put this. And let me show you. Let me show you some things. In the town tree, there are some synergies for hardened, like this one, extra armor or hardened. There's some synergies for armor in the skill trees. If you look at God of Might has this chance to gain hardened on hit, attack damage while hardened is active. Then there's also Ember Body, armor and extra armor gained from chest armor. That's also not bad. So those two are good. And you see hardened is damage reduced by 15%. If you look at the pact, this note here, I think it gives you 8 or 10% damage reduced taken. Right now my pet is making it stronger, but yeah, I think you would see that it's I think it's 8 or 10% extra damage taken reduced. There's extra damage taken here for physical, which is only physical. But the resistances are also important. You would probably want to max out your resistances to 75% and just increase your HP. HP and armor. I think if you get 3000 HP, you shouldn't have a problem. So you can enchant items for HP or for some items you need to look at gain a life on defeat, which means on kill. Life on hit I think only works with quos, which if you use quos you can't use your attack skills because they're not meant for Berserker, they're meant for, I think, for Karinu, if I'm not mistaken. I need to double check. It might be Gemma, but it's probably Karinu for quos. Wait, where is my quest? I see. Also, are you using two-hander? Are you using dual wield? Are you using sword and shield? Sword and shield is the best for blocking for a defensive build. And once you fix the survivability, then you can focus on increasing your damage. So right now I would say just focus on the survivability at the start of the end game. Once you get the survivability rolling and you feel comfortable that you can soak up some DPS, you can just start pumping the damage. Until level 70 respecking is free. So even if you have to rework your skills before level 70, when you have more energy, again energy is good, keep in mind you can reroll the energy on items. Try to equip items with as much energy as possible, even if it means sacrificing some DPS or survivability. Also, something that could help, having cooldown reduction on the potion, and maybe cooldown reduction if you're using this skill that I just used. I forgot its name. This skill that gives you healing. It's all about just not getting one shot. If you don't get one shot or two shot, you'll be fine. But you can heal from both the potion and from Berserker's Roar. You can also equip Rejuvenation for life regeneration, although it's not gonna help much, but it stacks with the other regeneration. Right now I'm just still figuring out the Berserker, so I don't know exactly what's best. Okay. Let's keep going. For now I'm just using whatever drops. What is the best quest? Well, it's too early to say. From my personal experience, it was easiest for me to play on Yoga. But I ended up getting one shot in my first experience of the end game, and as I said, I had to rework my build. From 800 HP and 100 energy shield, I made it to 1300 HP and 3000 energy shield at around level 50 something. But my DPS was reduced by like 30%, which I think is 4 times the survivability, even 5 times the survivability, for only 30% reduction in DPS. It was still worth it, because it was still decent enough considering I only had like 100 energy on Yoga around level 60. And I was still doing 20 something, 30 something crits. And my clone is also doing stuff. But Yoga is not that great until level 16, until you get the hero trait. So he gets very strong when you get the hero trait. With Gemma and Karinu, I felt like even without the hero trait they were doing decent damage. But the Gemma trait was kind of underwhelming unless you really build around it, and for that you would need a lot of energy to mix and match certain ice and cold skills. Karinu was nice because you don't have to activate the trait, which is cool, constantly passive trait. With Yoga you just activate the trait, and until you switch zones the clones is there, which I really liked. Yoga is cool. So far my favorite has been Yoga. But again, until I level them up for endgame and test some builds, that's why I'm focusing on leveling up all the heroes. I want to get them all to level 50, And for people like you who are fresh to the end game, to have some starting builds that they can use as newbies just starting the end game. I could have just went ahead and maxed out a hero to max level and made a max level build, but I'd rather do something that's more useful to the people right now when the game is new. Starting builds for level 50 something for, like, let's say 100 energy limit, I think that's reasonable. I could always tell them after that you wanna improve this in that way, but I wanna show them the 100 energy version in action. 4% of the sum of maximum life and energy is physical secondary damage. Oh yeah, I know that skill. Hmm. Hmm. Not sure which one would be better. Eventually, I'll work on the skills later. For now, let's just focus on what's important. I'll have to go and trade soon. By the way, Dark Knight, what is your main attack skill, and what support skills do you have on the main chain? I'm just wondering, because this one I'll make a spin to win build. Spin to win build with not attack, with cast while channeled. That's what I'm planning on making. I'm planning on this skill. Automatically casting when I'm channeling the spin to win, and most likely something else as well. We'll see. But it's gonna be a tough one. I'll probably need some mana again and stuff like that. There are a lot of things I have questions about, and I need to figure out how they work. We got that extra XP. Oh wait, since I'm level 30, I can put another one here. I had another one with XP. Where did it go? This one, 5% XP earned. Is there another one with XP earned? I guess it's always gonna be energy shield mana again with the XP earned. Yeah, it's always gonna be XP earned with energy shield and mana again. So I can get those 10% and then I cannot get any more after that because this one is basic. That's still fine, I can still get extra 10% XP earned from those. Which way is my way? I think over here. Let's see. Just a moment to block that bot. There is a bot in the chat that needs to be blocked. There we go. You had a spin to win Berserking Blade, then respect and copied the Ground Shaker build. Ground Shaker build? I have a ground. Oh, you copied. This is not my build. It is the developers. The end game show. The short end game videos were developer videos. It was taken from a stream that the developers did. And it was hour and a half long stream, and I just cut it into pieces for people to just check if they want to see the end game for Berserker, the end game for Karino, the end game for who else did they show? They showed Yoga as well. I think no, it wasn't Yoga. I think, or maybe it was. Yeah, those three ones. They didn't show Gemma. That's why I showed those. And then the other hour and something that was just the first playthrough of Act 1 for the death. I just put it as a separate cut. I still don't have a high level Berserker to show. But again, that's why I'm leveling every hero. Today we will level up this one to 50 something, then Gemma. And then after that I'll start experimenting with the heroes. This is for me. Enter Berserk automatically. That's exactly what I want. To not have to press the button because it's too far. Okay, cool. Fuck, I got stunned or something. I couldn't move. I was trying to move away and to heal, but it didn't let me do either. It's fine for now. Still going the wrong way, it seems. Hate this map, it's super difficult to find the right way. The game shows you with the arrow which way, but it's like a maze here. I see. It's this way. Spin to win is fun. I always like starting with spin to win in games, at least for leveling up. You just need to put a cast wow channel. Cast wow channeling. Make a chain with cast wow channeling and attach a damage skill like this one, or whatever damage skill you want to auto cast. And focus on the cast wow channeled chain first. Max out that cast wow channeled chain. Keep the spin to win with some support skills if you can. If you can't, just keep it so for now. If you don't have enough energy. Cast wow channeled unlocks at level 50. So it is something that unfortunately I won't be able to try until 50. Okay, let's just go and sell. Yeah, you can probably make a glass cannon with the right gear, but if it's not getting one shot, then it's not a real glass cannon. But again, you would need energy. To make a good glass cannon build, you would need good energy. As a starting build, glass cannon is not that great because when they do 1000, 2000 damage per hit, it just results in frustration in one shots. You either need to be super good at physically dodging their attacks, and some things are just impossible when they spawn a AoE field on the ground, like those might shrines, I think, or shrine of war or whatever, the one that lets you survive for X seconds. Okay, to the town. Now let's see. Identify all. This is good. All stats, more all stats, life. Also energy shield, life added to energy shield. This is not for me because of the energy shield bonuses, but I'll still equip it for now. But 10% of maximum life added to energy shield. It's not taken and converted, it's added. So if you have 1000, that means if you have 1000 life and 1000 energy shield, this will give you 1000 life and 1100 energy shield. Keep a lookout for things that say damage added or something added instead of converted. When it's converted, the way I understand it, you lose the thing that you're converting. So let's say I have 100 damage physical, 100 damage fire, and 50 damage physical converted to fire. I'll end up as 50 physical, 150 fire. But if that damage is added, then I would end up with 100 physical and 150 fire, which is 100 more damage. Considering you're not losing Actually, it's 50 more damage. My bad. 50 more damage. Still 50 more damage. 50% more damage is nice. Although you never you never see 50% damage added, but you see 10, 15%, 5% of damage added of this type to the other. Let me just check the gear first quickly, and then we can sell whatever we don't need. Losing coal stacks, but then I'm getting flat damages, and it's twice the flat damage. Maybe it's time to get rid of that movement speed. Fire whitening coat resistance, then I can't afford to lose that resistance yet. Even better. Fire damage, physical damage. Maybe later. For now, a little bit more strength. I'll probably equip this. I'm losing though that reflection, but I think it's okay. I'm losing 30% elemental resistance though. Okay, we can sell. I've saved some one-handed weapons to see if they won't be better than my current two-hander, but I doubt it. I mean, this two-hander has a lot of DPS. How many flat damage is here? There's 2 flats and strength. So 2347 DPS right now. 2347. If I equip this with this, 2047. Yeah, we can't beat that damage. Let's get rid of some of the stuff. You keep asking to keep asking what percent resistance do you recommend? Well, if you as high as you can get it, as high as you can get it. 75 is the cap, unless you have something that increases the resistance. In those games, it's always about maxing the resistances, being like a mini game when it comes to enchanting and crafting items. They're important in Yabu, they're important in Grimdawn, they're important everywhere, I guess. Okay, was there something else I want to pick up? Those are 40 something, we can take them later. Maybe I'll just take this one. Just so I don't have to pick up that stuff later. Okay, I think I'm done. Let's go back. I should stop picking up stuff and just push the story, and right now I think my wood is good enough to get me all the way until the end of the story. Maybe not defensively, but offensively I think I should be fine, considering the things I have for level 42. I just need to find a second one-handed weapon to match with that other one, and then maybe I'll be good. Then those blocking roots, they block all sorts of damage. Okay. I'm gonna keep pushing if I can. It's dangerous to keep running, because eventually I might end up getting stuck in between a lot of enemies without a way to veil. With all the XP bonuses I'm getting, I could afford skipping some fights. Oh shit, did I get stuck there? Let's see. Here. I'm getting close to the end of Act 2 and the start of Act 3. And Act 3 is, as I've said many times, Act 3 is a placeholder. Act 3 is pretty much you repeating some of the zones of Act 1 over and over and over right now until they add the real one. Okay. Bit by bit, stage by stage. Spin to win. Let's try it. Can we? I might have to rework my mana for that spin to win. Actually, I can do cast without channel, so never mind. Okay, I might need some movement speed. I wonder if it gets boosted by movement speed. It would be nice to know if movement speed affects it. Okay, crafting. Let's do the crafting tutorial. I don't think I've got the materials for most things. Only reincarnation. Fuck that tutorial then. Not gonna bother right now. Let's just check the new stuff and just go. Okay. Now Act 3 starts over there. Let's see how much damage my whirlwind will do. It's not leveled up nicely. Just freshly starting, so my DPS should be much lower than before. Only 1,000, and I think I had it like 2-3,000 before. Yeah, it just doesn't work that great right now, but when we level it up, it should get stronger. And it's not gonna be the source of damage. The source of damage will be at level 50 to get cast on channel. So it will cast other skills, stronger skills while I'm channeling. Black hole will be one of the skills I want to cast on channel. So it pulls the enemies closer. For now, I think Spin to Win I'll level up on the side. I'll let it level up, but I won't really use it as my main attack skill for now. I'll put it here so it levels up. Because right now I have 2.5 DPS, 2.5k. With the Spin to Win it was 1.1k. Cool. Okay. open that chest. See what's inside the box. Shit, I got debated again by the arrow. I just move. This arrow of the quest sometimes really debates you into going to dead ends. I knew I should go down there because I remember the map, and I was like, wait, maybe I'm wrong. No, I wasn't. Off to the next. I think it's the griffin next, if I'm not mistaken. No, not yet, I guess. Is it the dwarf now? Okay, now this way. Okay, cool. And now I guess it's the griffin. And the Dark Knight says it's late for me, man. It was nice to meet you. Hope to see you again. Thanks again for stopping by, Dark Knight. Enjoy your rest, and thanks for the chats as well. Until next time. Good luck with that berserker build. I'll see what I'll make of mine later on. Come on, jump. next one. What is this one? Stone Skin. Stone Skin could help with survivability. This was the second. This was 3 seconds. I mean, 4-second cooldown can be reduced with a support skill, and 3 seconds duration. And if you do it on auto cast, you would constantly have hardened, which would stack with other damage reductions. Would definitely feel like having hardened on the autocast setup later. By default, Bok absorbs 50%. Increase Bok ratio to increase the damage absorption proportion. Okay, interesting. By the way, I wanna check something. What level are the enemies I'm fighting? I'll probably die now, cause by the time it loads me back. 37, okay, so I'm definitely out leveling them. Oh, I survived. Let's keep going. We've got quite a few maps to get through before we're done with this act. Another 5% XP. Now I have 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50% extra XP earned. Pretty solid, isn't it? 50% extra XP, eh? That's why I can afford to just skip some fights. Oops. I kind of pushed it here. I wanted to see how much XP I'll get from killing those. Just as a test to see. Come on, do damage, do damage. Talent note. Next we get extra attack fire damage. After that I'll probably get the strength. Maybe maximum HP, we'll see. Let's see. There we go. Okay, let's go this way. Oh, fuck. Okay, this way. More talent notes. This one's almost maxed out. A new skill tree, a talent tree choice will be open soon. Let's see which one I'll go for. I could go for triggered skills later. For now, I'll pick whatever works with the current setup, but since we'll be using trigger stuff later, I could go for trigger boosts. We'll see. I would probably later on need to reduce the sealed mana. The mana ceiling, if I reduce it, it will be much better, so I can stack more stuff. Ezauras and stuff. Support skills. Yeah, it's this map. They got teleported down. They got in the elevator. I wonder if they have a script. If they break, if they would stop working in the elevator. I didn't check it. Should have let them see what they'll do once you get them down. Next one. Is it the dwarf next? Maybe it is. Oh, it's the city. See, I'll do this eventually. Incinerate. Incinerate will be good later for when I have a lot of fire and cold damage. So I can convert the cold to fire. But for now I'm gonna get hyper hardened. Hyper hardened is great for survivability as a trigger to emergency heal you. And Hardened's base effect is this: damage taken reduced by 15%. and now it's gonna be 30%. Okay. Since we're here, might as well sell some gear. Oh, never mind, we don't have enough to sell. Some movement speed, not so bad. Oh, do you know what? I have level 44 already, meaning I can equip some shit. And at 47 I can equip some more, but let's see. The DPS 3075 with this and this 3391. And I can go back to the dash. Wait, how much was my energy? I forgot to check. Very well. Strike. Ember Phantom? Oh, that's nice. Should I keep that for the next? Let's keep it for the next 3. I think that's the better choice. Gotte says I killed a watcher for the first time, died 5 times, but okay. I mean, what's the problem there? How much is your HP? How much is your energy shield? If you're playing yoga, again, if you don't want to die as much, just rework your skills. I can check. I can show you my yoga, and you can see my skills on him. Or oh no, actually, your Karino. With Karinu, I'm not sure what would be good to invest in other than HP. Other than HP for survivability, evasion is just not that great unless you have a lot of energy, so you can get a ton of evasion. So I would say with Karinu, either try to do some some energy shield build the way I did it on Yoga, but you won't have that much of a potential for it, or try to stack a lot of life. I think it will be amazing with evasion builds, but not immediately. You would need a ton of energy for a good evasion setup. What do you mean shitty wood every time? You do get materials from the shitty wood, and you can craft if it's not rewarding you the good stuff. But again, low level stuff, it's not you shouldn't care too much about level 50, 60, 70 items. Just craft your own ones. I do get a lot of legendary stuff, and you can sell the legendary stuff you don't need on the auction house. Apparently people buy it. Not sure why. Other than for WoWies, selling WoWie legendaries. I mean, I had great use of some of the WoW level legendaries I saved up. But in order to get good drops, you need to reach the higher level. And you need to increase your drop quantity and drop rarity, but I won't do that until I'm done leveling. But I'm happy with one legendary every hour. For me, that's the acceptable legendary drop rates in a game. A legendary an hour, and it drops much more often than that when you start doing the end game. Unless you're super unlucky. In that case, I don't know what can help. Where was the trigger? Most likely eventually I might go into something with trigger, but I don't want to go with this trigger one. I wanna go for crits and melee. Or something with fire. Firearm, elements, trigger. Elements and trigger, let's look at this one. Oh, elements, I mean, I think that's summons. Wielding a gun, so what? Karino is supposed to be the summoner? Elemental skills. Ah, never mind, that's it. But it's search, and search is for spellcasting. Oh no, mana again. But also spell damage. This is survivability stuff. This is not gonna be that great for me. There's a lot of stuff I could select. I'll take this for now, most likely. Life regain, this is nice, this is what I needed. This is a dex tree though, that's the problem, this is a dex tree and it doesn't work that great for me that it's dex and not strength. But it has some amazing things, whereas if I go reselect it and go for one of those, which are strength trees apparently, I just don't like the stuff that it gives, because I have to focus on using an axe and I don't want to be limited by a weapon type. But then there's the hardened and I'm building around hardened. I'm not sure if this is better or the Ronin. With this one I'll definitely get better damage. And I'll get that survivability from Hardened. Whereas with Ronin, the survivability there is evasion based. Life and evasion based. But then there's Wife Steal, which I probably won't. I'll just go for this. If it doesn't work I can always change it before level 70. Pain in the ass. Yeah, some things are. Let's see. Now, next one. skill so much more convenient to use than leap attack. Maximum life is probably what I'll need to invest into later. Next I'm getting this. Hero trait. Burst has 2 support slots. But are those support slots gonna use my mana? I'll get some more support skills for there later. Does this only apply when I'm in rage mode? Those things. I have to think what's not gonna be on my main chains. This eliminating when they're low HP is amazing. I think it was 10 or 18% HP left and then they die. Doesn't work all the time, but most of the time it seems to do the trick. Works on those bosses. It doesn't work on all bosses, but it works on those. The little bosses. Okay, next. that stuff, all of that stuff. Okay, the next one, I first want to check the storage again. This thing, maybe return it to the back, but I don't feel like going two-hander. I don't know. I like this speed I get with the one-handed stuff. It's probably gonna give me better DPS than what I've got right now. Was there a level 47 armor? Return to back. This regenerates 4% maximum life per second while in static, is very good for builds where you stay in one place. I would try to find a high level version of this one. Although, yeah, it's actually not bad, it's armor based. Sure, it reduces the movement speed by a bit. By movement speed, but that's fine. Okay, I'll do some damage, not much because of the strength. Now we're getting some energy. This one seems to give me more damage, which is strange, probably because of the crit strike, because I'm losing 44 strength with the other one and life and stuff like that. No energy shield, but that's okay. Okay, I'm sorted for now. Let's go push again. How's my energy? 79. Still not that great. Level 50 I can try the spin to win autocast setup. Maybe it will work nicely. Oh, and that's the final one, if I'm not mistaken. The final quest chain. Should I fight them for some experience? Maybe I should fight my way for experience. go this way. I think I really like this fire swash skill, and I'll use it as an auto cast while channeling. And it's already leveled up to a certain level. DPS 0, that's nice. DPS 0. ZDPS barb. Here we go. Okay. I have to sacrifice a lot of my damage to get HP and survivability later on. Actually, it's not going to be much later, it's going to be very soon after this quest chain. Let's see. Almost ready for the cast. I'm just gonna finish this one, and then at the town we'll rework it and see if it works the way I imagined it will. spamming those projectiles, and I don't like those enemies. They spam so many projectiles in such a short time. Oh fuck, that was a one shot. We're already at the at the point in the game where I can get one shot if I'm not careful. Even with all the damage reduction stacking. After the story I'll rework the setup, sacrifice some DPS for HP. And then just when I activated my rage. When I get wife steal on this bad boy, it will be nice. Let's see. I think that's it. End of story. Okay, so now what we need to do is probably remove this and put it here. Yeah, let's remove this for now. I won't be able to get this one right now. Where did whirlwind go? Wait, what did I remove? I'm not sure what I removed. Leap attack, no. What did I don't know what I removed. I've got my mobility, I've got my potion, I've got my flame swash here, which needs to go whirlwind. Oh, the roar, that's what I removed. Where did Flame Swash go? Why can't I cast on channeling Flame Swash? I can only cast spells on while channeling. I'm not a fan of this, but okay, Black Hole goes there. What else can we get for damage? Let me read the cast while channeling. While channeling a main skill trigger one linked spell. Okay. We'll get it to work somehow. I'll just look for some spells that would work nicely, and ideally a fire spell, but spells, ideally fire. And we don't have flame, we don't have spell damage. It would be silly to build that as a spell damage, but let's see. Okay, there is a limit. So you cannot you cannot cast without channel attack skills, which kind of makes me think of a different setup, because again, the one I wanted is just not gonna work. Fire burst might be good though. Something cold won't be bad as well. Let's see what else is there. Is there physical, by the way? Ability is also nice. I could do some curses and stuff with this setup, I guess. Right, with enough energy, we can have some fun stuff. It's protection field. Just shortlisting certain things that might work nicely. Why is there so much sealed mana? For now we don't have the energy needed. But okay, over here. How is the mana gonna be like this? Let's see. The mana still works apparently. I'll have to fix a lot of things though, a lot of things. I don't know, maybe we can put this for now in here. problem with this one is it's gonna have super low damage, and surviving's probably not gonna work, but I'll test it. I'll test the survivability. Right now with 900 life, I just see myself getting one shot right away. I need to get it at least to 3000, which will reduce the damage by so much. They should add something like custom hit. They should add something like custom hit, but for attacks, not for spells. Because it's just not fair. Spells are super strong, sure. This one will have serious problems when it comes to bosses and enemies that can burst you down quickly. And there's another chest down there. I need to check that chest. Smithing chest, that's probably gonna have materials. Come on. This insufficient mana was because I was trying to activate my buff, which apparently I'll need some mana. I can add some mana to my gear, some flat mana, like 20-30 flat mana maybe should do the trick. With enchanting things are possible. Right now again I'm still with my Wobby leveling gear. But so far it's not bad. It's not bad. The trash mobs are not one-shotting me, which is good news. Just the damage is terrible. For now. For now. But that's less than 100 energy. That's what spin to win with less than 100 energy gets you. I could add curses and make them take more damage with curses. Undying Fate, good. If only they would allow. If only they would allow custom hit for attacks. Otherwise I can build for spell damage. I don't mind building for spell damage. I can build for spell damage if needed. And have that spell damage spin to win Berserker. In fact I might test it. Spell damage. It could work. There we go, the first one shot. As I said, it's gonna be tough without HP. Let's try and get at least 2000 or 2500. Also, the spin to win skill is not leveled up. What's my life now? 1000. Getting there. We'll need it from gear as well. Let's see if I can enchant some gear for HP. First of all, let's check the gear that dropped. Energy shield, maximum life, all stats. Aura effect, aura area. Extra damage on wall life. Oh, that's two-handed, never mind. Two energy difference, not that bad. This will give me energy. I think it's worth it, sacrificing some DPS. Where is the HP? I might have to get rid of the fire, but I really wanted fire. First of all, let me check my fire damage, how much of my damage is fire. 47%. Because I'm using the spin to win, it's not fire by default. If I switch this, I'm gonna lose this strength. I'm gonna lose this hardened survivability. Wife regain, nice. Wife regain, nice. Hmm. Metaphysical damage, attack speed. This is good for access and stuff. What are the skills here? 100 no longer grants base effective damage reduction, but extra damage. Critical strike deals double damage and bleed damage. Extra Q cost, mana cost converted to life cost. %% of current bleed damage is the extra final physical damage. Chance for skills to deal double damage. Melee range per enemy recently killed up to 30%. 10% attack damage up to 500% per 100 life recently lost. Fuck, let's try this. This is how you do it. You stack up life and you lose life by costing life to cast skills. And the more you life, the more this percentage of life lost will be. And the more you would lose and the more you would buff it. And that's 500%. 500%. I mean, fuck it, this is super strong. I'll try it. I think it's gonna work great for a spin to win probably. And that's wife steal, by the way. Do we need ailment damage? Should I go crits or ignore the crits? What's my life right now? $1,300, and that's fine. We will get more life when we invest into flat wife. We need flat wife, a lot of it. Let's see. Let's rework this one now. How much life can I get here? Let's just start from the beginning. All this percent is good, but I don't have base, and when I get base, this percent will add up. Right now, skill cost, that's to the cost of our life as well. Because we converted the skill cost from mana to life. So do I go for the flat stuff? So instead of elimination, I'll probably get sturdiness. Now we're 2000 HP, but I still haven't checked if I've got some wife boosting stuff. I can probably try and craft if I have materials. This is where you would want to have materials saved up. $2,000 is not bad. If I get to 3,000, it will be perfect. I'll do the basic ones so I can do it more times. Obviously as you can see, my damage is terrible, but again, that's subject to change. Why do I click on craft instead of on enchant? Let me check now. I have 2277. 2277. Two and a half is kind of a long stretch without materials, but fuck crafting again. I don't feel like adding it on a weapon. I'll leave it at that. Let's see if I can survive this boss now. And let's see if I can actually do some damage to it. With the way things are. The bootstrap. Oh no. Fuck. I need to just enter. Is it gonna teleport me in front of the boss room? Or am I gonna have to walk? Okay. I'm stubborn, I want that spin to win. Even if it means shitty damage. Even if it means terrible damage. I wanna get it to survive. Once you get the survivability done, the rest is easy. The rest is just adding damage and upgrading the items as they drop better items. Since I've been away from the map for a while, it's rewarding the whole thing. Spinning up a new map with all the stuff cute and let's see. Well, I'm still dying. I'm still dying like crazy. This is just not gonna work. It's not gonna work until later. To have a good spin to win build, you need probably 200-250 energy. Cause I'm missing a ton of pieces. I'll change it. I'll have to change it because it's just not gonna happen. I'm still getting destroyed, and let me check why. Let me check my stats. Is it the armor? Is it the resistances? Resistances are terrible. The armor, the armor is 3400, which doesn't tell me anything. Physical damage mitigation 49%. That's what's expected. And this 5% wife steal doesn't help me. Let me check something. Isn't the DPS supposed to increase based on that 500%? What are those stacks? Whirlwind something something. Stacks of what? When do I do final swash? You pull enemies towards the center of the whirlwind. If the maximum energy charges are reached at the end of challenge, you instantly attack nearby enemies 3 times and pull them toward. Okay. I'll still go for Flame Swash for now. Or wait, I can maybe buy something else. Let me check. Attack. What else can I try? Hammer of Ash is not bad. Ground Shaker is nice. $160. 84. Can I select melee? One-handed swords, daggers and claws. So this is good for one-handed swords. But yeah, forgetting about the spin twin, which means instead of cast power channeling, I'll have curse on hit. Just thinking which weapon I wanna use. Let me try this one. Not liking the attack speed much. 3,350. At level 1, obviously this one would be more damage. No, not really. Actually, it's much less. Why only one linked defensive skill? Game under maintenance. What, really? Let me double check the announcements about this. There are no news on the Discord. Let me see if they're saying anything about that. About the maintenance. Maybe there's an announcement notice. I'm gonna give Sky some food in the meantime. Damn, just when I was in the middle of reworking the setup. I hope they add cast on hit but for attacks, because it really would have worked nicely if I could auto cast Flame Slash with Whirlwind. It's not fair if only mages or if only spells can be auto cast. So you have to invest into spell damage and not attack damage. It's such a missed opportunity, and it's not like spells and attacks are that much different in terms of damage. It's not like attacks would immediately make you overpowered. It's just letting you focus, streamline your build into attacks rather than spells. Or I could just invest everything into spell damage and auto cast spells and just channel with Whirlwind. But if I'm gonna do that, might as well channel the mobility skill instead of Whirlwind. But the Whirlwind's good because you can pull them closer, and let's see the announcement, by the way. Server maintenance, so during server maintenance you can't read the announcement? There is no information regarding the maintenance. Let me double check something. Please visit tap. Okay, let me read on tap. I want to see how long it is. I might go and have lunch. It's 2:32 p.m. I'm gonna read on tap for info. Where though? Tap. Read on tap 227017. So they didn't post it on the they didn't post it on the closed beta. They posted it on the main one. Where? Where? I seriously am not seeing this. I'm gonna show you my screen so you know what I'm looking at. This is it. 227017 is this tap. And this is the one for the beta. Maybe it's under guides, though I highly doubt that it's under guides. DevBlock. Let me double check on Discord if in the general channel maybe someone answered that question there. 1 hour and no other info. Where is that info? Okay, let's assume it's 1 hour. I'll resume and stream again later on. I'll stream again later. Let's take an hour break. Thanks everyone for stopping. But before I go, there's some questions. Vane Channel asked if it's different than Torchlight 3. Yes, this is a different game than Torchlight 3. It's Torchlight Infinite. It will be coming on PC, but right now you can only play it on PC and on Android and on iOS, not on PC. Here's the link to the closed beta. It's all the information is there. Which countries can play it? If you're not from those countries, you need to use a VPN, otherwise you won't be able to. Then AD says, hey Struck, hey AD, but you're catching me at the end of the stream. I'm gonna stream in an hour again. I will stream in an hour because well, there's maintenance, so the maintenance could be longer than an hour, but let's assume it's an hour. So thanks everyone for stopping by. I'll try and figure out that barbarian build later, that berserker build later. Keep it cool until shortly, and goodbye for now.